Hello, everyone. Quick preamble before we get into the commentary here. The gameplay you are about to watch is from a Stone Soup draft, which, if you are not familiar with the format, it is a cube draft format where instead of everything being pre-constructed, everybody brings their own pile of cards, shuffles it together, and deals them out. For this specific one, everybody brought 48 of their favorite English cards, and it was all shuffled together and split into 4 packs of 12 cards and drafted from that. Since Weiss is not as fluid of a game as something like Magic or Pokemon, some rules were altered in order to take pressure off of the picks that you would make. The alterations that we have made are 35 card decks with 5 card climaxes. All characters have all traits. That includes anything that is traitless. All characters are also treated as having any name in their name, but they're not treated as having every name. So, for example, if something specifically says all cards with Ichka in name get XYZ effect, all cards will get that effect. But if something says search for a summer day Ichka, not every card is going to be treated as having that name in its name. And lastly, all climax combos are eligible to work with any climax if an extra 1 is paid at the time of its activation. So if it's an on attack combo, you'd pay the 1 on attack. If it's an on reverse combo, you'd pay the 1 on reverse, and so on. With that all said, we will get into it here now. Thank you. Hey everyone, welcome. We are here for commentary over the finals of our Stone Soup draft that we had at our local game store. As we're shuffling up here, I have my co-commentator, Zach, here.
Hello.
Why don't you tell me about how your draft went at this event?
So essentially, when going through the initial packs and stuff, I actually primarily was in mono blue. There's quite a number of cards that ended up still making it into my core, but ended up on more mono green with a blue splash. The funniest thing that happened was I consistently just kept getting past brainstormers. So it just ended up becoming a thing where I just yoinked like 7 of the 8 brainstormers that were in the entire thing.
I
So
mean, whenever you can play 7 brainstorms, I feel like that's got to be correct, right?
yeah, it definitely felt like it.
Especially whenever it means like the people you're about to play against are just not going to have those same ones.
Right. There isn't a card that unfortunately I think both of us drafted, both of us put in our decks, and neither one of us played, and it was that Lisa from Roselia, the one where it turns everything into a counter.
Yeah, that card seemed really strong. I just wasn't in blue. You failed your 4K here, so you suddenly don't have a plussing 0, which I'm feeling really good about.
Yeah.
We both ended up in bar-centric decks, which I think was pretty entertaining.
And
I
you all
think
had cats.
were you on a full 5 bar?
Yes.
Yeah, I ended up being a 4 bar and 1 choice. I was going to play 5 bar, but I ended up getting the choice climax for one of the finishers that I pulled, and that just made it a lot cheaper to get that card off. So I ended up just splitting it and hoping that I drew into the right climax.
Yeah. The one thing that really irked me about what you drafted is I found out later that someone had taken my 3rd copy of my finisher. I wonder who that was.
Yeah, that was me. Didn't end up playing it. Sniped it.
Literally
and I didn't even
yoinked
know.
my finisher. Yoinked my finisher, and just
So these were actually
didn't even play
these
it.
cats were actually my first picks. So in my first pack, I opened up the Yamashiro. I wasn't sure how many were in the pool. I knew it was at least 2 of each copy, but I just figured that these would be extremely strong in this format. With the decks being ratioed differently than an actual deck, your first deck compression is worse than standard first deck compression, but second deck compression is way better on average than your second deck compression in a normal 50 card deck. So with that, the extra soul from the cat package ends up going a lot longer. Uh,
Yeah.
you see as you get hit to level 1 here on my
Yep.
turn 1 tri-field.
Cats seem really oppressive in this format, as they always do.
Yeah.
There's one of the brainstorms. I ended up with 5 of that brainstorm in my deck
You didn't have any
for the
hiding in
fern.
you didn't have any hiding in the sideboard?
No, all 7 of them got played.
Yeah, something else that I felt is, or I generally feel in Weiss draft formats is pretty good, is having characters that add characters but don't require a climax. And I don't know the names of these review characters, but whatever the blonde chick's name is there,
Mhm.
she's just an on reverse Ricky for top 5. It's good enough. It's not a great card, but it's good enough. It gives me a card, and I don't have to worry about sculpting my hand at all.
Yeah. The Farron event, I don't think I played it that much in this game, but in my first game I played, that Farron event was absolutely insane in that matchup.
Which one?
The 1-0 Hesse knife.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't know if you meant that or the 1-1.
The one I just triggered, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to say I played that card like 10-ish times, and I ended up with 4 copies of it in my deck. And it just was really good in my first game.
Yeah, anything to mill is good as well.
Yeah.
Again, going back to the different deck ratio, the quicker you can get to that better second deck is the better.
Yeah, definitely. This
There,
level 1
there's
combo
probably
is
my
just really
favorite
good.
card that I just added off of the Ricky, the
Mhm.
Watame from Hololive. So since everything is every trait, everything is bell pepper trait. So she's just on play kill something, which was very fun in other games. It comes up a little bit in this game, but it was mostly relevant in my round 2 opponent who was playing the Aaron level 1 combo from set 2. So it just denied the double plus there. And you can see me rating this card for the second time here because I'm just baffled by how bad it is. Zach, why was
It
this
was
in your
not
deck?
great because I never got past a 3rd climax combo, and I can play 2 of the Ozerline
It's
one and
supposed to
then
be
play
a
one of
stock
that.
charge and hand filter effect,
Yeah.
but whenever you're paying one for it, it just filters your hand and nothing else on a combo.
I mean, it was the best I had for what it was, and I got past the bar
Surely
with
you
it.
had
So
some kind of level 1 just like sitting in the back that you could have played instead. I guess
actually,
it keeps your
no.
stock clean.
That was one idea why I was like, potentially I could use this to like filter stock and stuff, but also on top of it, I really didn't. My level 1 package was um basically everything I played in my core minus a second copy of the Lisa and the um I think I had like a couple red cards just because they were like the last picks or whatever. Like I think there was a couple Ninos or something like that. But because I was evidently very much not red, I couldn't naturally just
Yeah,
play those 1/1s.
gotcha. Yeah, so you can probably already tell by the way this game has been playing out. The format is very bare bones. I feel like that is a necessity to make this type of format work, but also I feel like it rewards your fundamentals a lot better. Because any kind of wrong decision can end up going a lot farther. There's my one of Fern Brainstorm that I got.
Yeah, compared to
You
my
only left with
5.
one, and the one choice that I'm playing. How many were
Yeah,
in the
there
pool?
was
I think there were
6.
six in the pool, right? Yeah. And you
6
said you
Fern
got 5?
Brainstorm. I have 5 of them.
I didn't realize you got all but the one that I pulled. That's funny.
Correct. I also got the only copy of the Guilty Gear Brainstorm, and then I believe I got one of the 2 copies of the Brainstormer from the Kobayashi Brainstorm.
That's the clock one, right?
That's the one that that's actually covered by the glare, where
Oh,
you
that's the one
can
on the
rest it
field
if you
right
have full
now.
board. Yeah, it's the one where you rest it, and if you have a full board, you draw a card, draw ditch.
Yeah. I feel like that effect's really strong in this.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
just because there's like so little draw power.
Especially if you have any like what we were talking about, like just plussing zeros or anything like that
And
can just
also,
remain on the
it,
board
it
too.
it can draw you into any climax, and it's quote unquote the correct climax.
Yeah.
Because typically you don't like those whenever they draw you the wrong climax for your combo, but whenever everything combos with that goes pretty far.
Yeah, definitely.
We ended up on
Yeah,
the
and we were
same
both
level
on the
one
level
combo
one
here,
combo
which is
too. Yeah,
pretty
literally
funny.
was just saying that.
Yeah, it's just a fundamentally good card where like I can mill to my next deck quicker, get an extra card, and it's also got that hand filter on it, which I never ended up using, but you did at some point in time this game. Watsume killed the Aqua, which I don't think that was the correct play on my part, but I do think it was the more insulting play. You're not allowed to have stock.
Understandable. Thank you. I really appreciate
Because
it.
yeah, if I killed either of the level ones, I believe Aqua's 15, so I would have been able to scale the your entire board rather than leaving this level one alive.
To be fair, the card is bad, so I
To
mean,
be
you
fair, the
probably didn't
card
feel
is
that
pretty
bad.
bad.
So there's probably that's probably a reason you felt slightly okay
I guess
with
this is technically
retaining
cheating.
on board.
I took back my blind stock from the bar after you took the damage, but I was thinking about it as you took the damage. If I had taken that blind stock off of the bar, I would have refreshed with 2 climaxes, which isn't as bad in this format as it is in actual Weiss, but it's still pretty bad. Thankfully, the power is there to eat the Watame and make sure I still make my 3 stock for the turn.
Yeah. And yeah, we were just talking about like figuring out like what you end up leaving alive and stuff. So now you have a slightly better refresh on this.
It's just trying to do the refresh math in my head. It's like 3 and 20 something, right? Yeah, if I'm counting the cards on the field right, it's 3 and 21, which isn't the worst thing. I'd prefer for it to be more, but
Yep, and then helmeting, I believe back, the level 1 combo here to
yeah, since we're both on
reuse
so
it
many
here.
bars, you can just keep looping this combo. As can
Yeah.
I. Because if I remember right, I triggered another snack time bar, and then the combo added another copy of itself.
This is one of the situations that that 1-0 is like slightly playable. The Bochi one, because if you trigger, especially when we're on bars, if you trigger a bar at any point, that blind stock, you can filter it out, and when paying for the incorrect climax in this like situation here, and know what you're doing,
Turning your
and it
weakness
also
into a strength.
yeah, and then you burn an additional card as well off the top of your library as well.
Yeah, the downside with these lower deck states, though, does mean that you trigger and refresh more climaxes than you would in a 50-card deck. So it might feel bad to be triggering 2 bars a turn for each of us, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's not as bad as like a normal deck state when like you refresh like 5 or 6, and then you proceed to double trigger climax or whatever.
Something I'll definitely have to do if we run another draft similar to this again is more discard outlets. Because there was a lot of times where I just had 2 to 3 climaxes in my hand, but only enough ways to discard one of them.
I think I checked here to see if that blind stock was a climax, because I ended up opting not to go with the attack, and there's the last climax. I believe that was in my library. Because normally you probably want to attack with the one that would filter out the blind stock in order to burn that out. but yeah, we ended up just triggering it anyway. I think I have a really bad refresh here because I have no way of burning those cards out of my hand outside of just naturally passing, and I don't even know what my hand size is here, so I
Something
might
I
not
didn't
even been
point
able
out.
to discard.
Whenever you hit me to 1/7 here, I let the 7th damage overflow, so you got an extra free point of damage there.
That's sick.
I just needed to give you the handicap, you know.
Yeah, I mean, look at my deck. I'm playing the level 1 Ikuyo from
Hey, for what it's worth, we're
Pochi.
effectively playing the same deck, where it's just a bunch of bars with the milling combo into something that kills the opponent.
I will say it is kind of funny how similar our cores were in like the hindsight of things.
Yeah, I don't know how it was for you, but I went into this just wanting to get as many like plussing pieces and finishers that didn't require a climax at all, just so I could ensure that I always had hand and ensure that I always had some way of pushing extra damage in case I didn't feel like I could live an extra turn.
Yeah.
And then like as many plussing triggers as possible was also something that I looked for. I took a lot of bars and doors and choices early, even if I didn't have the cards that went to them, just because you need some way to keep hand whenever all of your cards are effectively duds.
I think the turning point of when I went into full bar was there was this pack. I think it was like pack 2 or whatever, where
Here's
there was
a
still
brainstorm that I absolutely was not supposed to whiff.
oh
Like, I checked the EV on that brainstorm. I was supposed to hit more than one on average, and I hit none. And now my hand is just garbage.
well there was a pack that was going around, I think in like pack 2 or something, and it was like 7 climaxes.
Yeah, I remember that one. I was like,
I was just like looking at it, I'm like, this is a thing, I guess. And I ended up getting like 2 bars out of it or whatever. So I was like, I guess this is just gonna shove me into the other direction then, because I never got past like any pants or anything. So
you can see me needing to front field this Armin just because I didn't hit that brainstorm. But also now that I'm thinking about it, I wouldn't have had yellow if I hadn't given you that extra point of damage. Oh, here's the most rude thing you could have possibly ever done. You countered over the Armin, so now I don't get the change.
well, yeah, can't let you have the changer. The card is too good.
Because the Armin the 3/2 definitely wouldn't have lived, but it would have given me a card back, which is what I wanted.
Yeah, we're using that event here.
I'm kind of surprised that you didn't use the refresh on that Aki.
I don't remember why.
That's insane.
Because I think I refreshed good. Because I mean, I just said that's insane. So I think I had like a pretty strong refresh, maybe. That could be why.
Possibly. Free cards.
Plus, if the bars were in my hand, then it's not filtering the bars out of my hand, right? Because it's a pay to do the free fresh.
Yeah.
No change. Not wanted. No reward.
So
I think 3.
I can't. Yeah, I have one left in deck here. I was just taking the gamble on the full mill, just because I didn't want to leave too much damage left in deck.
Oh, yeah, that was the Puyo.
Oh yeah, you can. So our cube was English only, But we made an exception for one guy because he wanted to put in the purple Puyo from Puyo Puyo, which is not an English card, but it is a vanilla. So we allowed it because it's the one of funny purple card in the game, and it actually ended up being really funny because he ran a 4-color pile, so he had the Aang that checks for 3 colors whenever it enters, and the purple Puyo gave him a 5th color to potentially hit.
Because I think if I remember correctly, that's what happened there.
Yeah,
Is
there's a
him
lot of
hitting
shenanigans with the purple Puyo. You whiff your
Card was
brainstorm as
incredible.
well.
Yeah.
You got it, dude.
Yeah, you use that helmet a whole lot this game. I really wish that I could have had just an on-demand ditch out.
The card was really good.
The stone probably also helps with anybody that drafts a 5 standby deck.
Yeah. Because there was definitely access to that. Because there was the 2/2 Nino, and I think another one. I think it was the other Nino Climax was also in there too.
I put the Nino stuff in the cube. I'm not sure what the other standby stuff was, but I do remember seeing plenty of others.
Did you put this? Okay. We just had multiple people putting in Kobayashi. Gotcha. I put 4 Irus and then 4.
Oh yeah, my clock is my 2 other finishers.
Yeah.
And
the Toru a clock kick or a icy tail? I forget.
I think it's the like off CX burner. I think.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I should know because I had one in my deck as well. See,
I think you had more than one in your deck because I thought I saw more than one at one point.
Yeah, I added one last turn. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good in this position here, gonna be honest. That was a good place to get a last card cancel.
It is the icy tail. Ditch 2, build bottom 4, and then burn X equal to never climaxes.
Gotcha.
3 refresh. Contact.
Whiffs on events.
Hilarious. 4.
So Zach, have you ever considered not getting unlucky?
Yeah, I tried. Sometimes things just say no.
2, yeah.
Yeah, because you trigger a bar there, you flip an event off of your finisher, and then you see no level 1s off of this Ururu.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. And that was a full-on whiff of the.
You lose a climax, damage, and cards in hand.
Yep. Yeah, the ear whiffed as well, the level 0, which was unfortunate, but at least getting a mill down was probably a little helpful. I probably went a little too far, but.
I'd be shocked if you couldn't kill me.
Yeah, because it was a 2 zeros and a climax, right?
Well, I was supposed to have
Yeah.
I wonder if you were even weren't supposed to do that at all.
And that thing was supposed to cantrip and
I think if this was like a normal game, I would have been able to probably figure out like what ratios of like potentially what's still in my library and stuff, and then like make an actual true determination from that. But since we play with these cards for the first time, yeah, like I don't know if I would have been able to really identify what's in there.
Memorize your ratios and whatnot here.
Yeah.
There's the Armin that I was supposed to play last turn. Yeah, so as far ahead as I am here, my like sculpting has gone completely wrong. I whiffed a brainstorm, you denied a change, and I didn't hit level 3 like I anticipated. So my hand is just ready for 4 different scenarios, none of which happened. So yeah, you end up getting to keep your finisher here just because I can't present a threat to it. But we are going to go for the kill because you're not too far from dead here.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised to find out that the what's the dragon's name?
Which one, Iru?
The
The ones on the board
redheaded
right
one,
now?
the finisher.
Yeah, Iru.
Oh, that's an Iru as well. Okay, gotcha. I was surprised to find out that she keeps the on attack burn forever, and it's not just an on play thing.
It's really unfortunate that my only other two finishers I ever saw the entire draft are both in my clock.
Yeah, I
With
believe
no
I'm
way to
basically
get them
out of
out.
climaxes here, so I'm just like turboing this this combo here. And you get your miraculous second chance at life.
With no way to really capitalize on it.
Here's me just double checking that it actually keeps the burns, so I know how scared I should be. You're allowed to cheat here, but the cheat tells you that you're doomed. That's 1, 2 soul triggers, I think I see. And you need a soul trigger on each one to win.
Single soul trigger. Well, that's not the problem. I needed a climax there.
Yeah, I think I see two soul triggers on that.
That's what I was going to do.
No, it's only one. Never mind. It's a 1 and 0 in the Aki.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just rough. How many healers did you have in your deck?
Literally zero, because besides the I think the Toru heals, because I never saw any. The level 3s I played in the deck I think are the only level 3s I ever got like from my draft. Like legitimately, I hardly ever saw any other level 3s besides like the opening of a pack.
Yeah, I saw plenty in
like
colors that I wasn't in.
Yeah, no. I think there was like 1 or 2 I might have had in like red, for example. But like I was saying, I never had any like real red in my pool, so I couldn't play those. And then that's not even a guarantee that those were healers either.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if any of mine healed. I think I might have had 1 healer.
Why use it for my shows?
I'm trying to remember what the review one does on play. It's the finisher that I played this next turn. But I don't remember what its on play is. It might be a healer. Regardless. I feel like healers would go a lot farther in this than normal.
There is 3 in the Aether.
Just because you're
all I will say.
consistently more compressed than normal. So your heal turns into an extra cancel, or quote unquote extra cancel more often.
You're pretty dead.
But games have to end at some point as I clock draw into the finisher and the climax for it.
Yeah.
I go from you're probably dead just on math to you're dead just period. Yeah, so this finisher, that's the actual correct climax for it, so it's only a pay 2 ditch 1 or 2 to burn 2 and then burn 1, or burn 1 and then burn 2, so super dead there. Somebody had to win. I'm sorry you're not the chosen one, Zach. Well,
maybe if I had my third Uru, maybe there would have been.
Well, you know what? You should have been thinking this far ahead.
Well, let me put it this way. When the other 2 wheel and the third one didn't, there was a little bit of a issue there.
All right, well, I hope everybody enjoyed. Zach, where can they find you?
I am on YouTube at Momioka, Momioka, and also on Twitter at the same handle as well. But yeah, that's really it for me.
All right. Laters.